Hello again, it's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by and sitting down to check up on Finish 6 by Christmas. We're into the next challenge and I really feel like I've got a good momentum going, but even though I'm in the Finish 6 by Christmas, I'm technically not going to try to finish everything. There are a couple of items that I've chosen that I just want to hit pan on. So I don't have a lot of time. I have a busy day still yet ahead of me. The week's been crazy, so my progress has changed. I've started the challenge, I want to say around Sunday, so I've had a couple of days worth, no, not Sunday, more like Thursday or Friday. I've had a couple of days of progress. Especially with the lip product that I'm going to show you. So let's not waste any time and get into it. And items number 1 and number 2, both eyeshadows from Lorac. The first one I want to finish, I figured it'd be fun, set this goal for myself. I want to finish the Lorac Pro shade Slate no later than December 25th. I think it'd be kind of fun. I'm not completely done with the palette when I finish Slate. I still have a little bit of pewter left, so gonna keep working steadily through it, but I thought it might be a fun goal just to kind of see if I can make it, and if not, I have a few days after December 25th to go on and knock this shadow out with Pan That Palette Challenge. Then the second eyeshadow I really want to finish out of my collection is, from the Lorac Mega Pro palette. It's this shade right here called White. I really enjoy multitasking my shadows. White is a dynamite shade with Slate because Slate is so dark that nice contrast really does wonders to help brighten up my eyes. I also go through, and the reason I'm like, my goal right now is to ultimately whittle down my eyeshadow collection because I do have a lot of it, and so what I'm going through and doing is multitasking, especially things like contouring shades, highlighting shades, shades that I can double up for blush because it really is helping me to get through quite a bit of extra eyeshadow that I otherwise wouldn't, because my blush collection isn't crazy anymore and my highlighting collection isn't crazy. So I figured why not get the eyeshadow down to more of what I'm comfortable with. So if you're wondering what white would look like on the face, I am wearing it today as a cheek highlight. I've dusted the tops of my cheeks. I went through and did a little bit on my chin. I've got a little bit on my nose, my Cupid's bow, and I also have it on the inner portion of my eye, my brow bone, and I have a little bit in the center of my forehead. It does a beautiful job. I've realized that I love a matte highlight as much, if not more, than a shimmery highlight. It gives you another way to get through some more eyeshadow in your collection, especially if you're using Lorac Pro shades or Lorac Mega Pro, any of those Pro palettes. They pan really fast that way, just FYI. So 2 shades going to be done, out of the way by December 25th. The next things I want to finish, Hoola Bronzer. I had this in my Finish 13 by Halloween. Didn't quite get it finished. I have made some progress during that challenge in clearing out some of the sides. The middle of the pan is bigger. I figure we've got 2 months. Let's see what I can do with it and finish it by December 25th. If I don't finish it by December 25th, I shouldn't have too much left. So I'm hoping at least, no more than about the first of the year before this is completely gone and out of my collection. So item number 3. Then item number 4 that I want to finish is the Too Faced Le Creme lipstick in the shade Pink Chocolate. Earlier this year, I panned the Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Rhubarb. This shade is very similar to that. So works really well if you're trying to find a great nude, kind of 90s vibe lip. If you're trying to wear shades like Slate, or maybe you're trying to pan black or other things out of your collection, it's a really beautiful pink, your lips, but a little bit better, darker, however you'd like to describe it, kind of shade. I'm not technically like putting this in the challenge, but I'm panning it alongside of it. I've really noticed with some of these creamier shades, I'm preferring a lip liner with them to avoid any type of traveling during the day. And so I pulled out the NYX lip liner in the shade Ever from my collection. It pairs really well with Pink Chocolate. So NYX Ever, like I said, I'm not really panning it per se, like to keep track of it. Maybe I should, just because I'm going to use it right along with Pink Chocolate. But let me show you kind of where the progress is. My progress has changed a little bit with Pink Chocolate because I have been using it. I started this challenge November 4th. So it's been several days. This is my start line for pink chocolate on the bottom of an index card. And the bottom of the tube is technically right about there. So I've made, you know, a little bit of progress since November 4th. I have been wearing this daily, except for today when I chose to pull out my Revlon Matte Burst Kissable Balm Stain in the shade Shameless. Love this lip color. So I have had a little bit of progress in there. I have had to sharpen this once since I've started panning that. And then the last two items I'm not going to be able to finish, but I would like to hit pan on. The first one, whew, you gotta be careful with this. It is the IT Cosmetics By Pores Pressed Translucent Setting Powder. I'm really going to be sparing as far as using this because when I used my e.l.f. powder brush, I realized it's not just that there's not a lot of product in here because you hit pan really fast, and technically I've made my goal, but this looks really cakey if you're not careful. Just PS, and by the way, I think I figured out I like loose translucent setting powders more than pressed setting powders, because especially with this, you have to be really careful when you apply this to your face. Especially yesterday, I was putting it on with, like I said, with my e.l.f. powder brush, and I you know, finished dusting my powder. I didn't have that much on it, but I looked down and I was like, why am I hitting pan? I just started this. And then I looked at my face and I was like, whoo, went a little overkill with the powder. So today I was very careful and sparing with this. I mean, you barely touch your brush to this and apply it to your face. So I have hit pan on it, but I'm gonna go on and keep, you know, it in the challenge to see if I can hit pan in other areas. Because literally when I see, this is all the product that you get. Technically, like, can you see this? This is all that's in there. So not very much. It's very shallow, but I wasn't expecting to hit pan like within the first week and a half, 2 weeks of using it, you know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna stick with loose from now on. And then item number 6, as far as the challenge goes, I want to hit pan in my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Dim Light. I use this as a very subtle contour. I love it. Love it that way if you're wanting an additional use for your dim lights. I have made some progress in here, but like I said, my goal before Christmas is just to hit pan, since it does have a little bit of a domed texture, height. I don't know what the appropriate word is I'm looking for right now, but as you can see, I do kind of concentrate my brush in this area. I'm using the Sonia Kashuk version of the NARS Ita brush, and I just basically tap it instead of swiping it in this section, and then I'm gently applying it to my face as a subtle contour. So it looks like a lot of progress now that I'm seeing it on camera, but in person I've got quite a ways to go. So that's it. Thank you so much for sitting down and taking the time to join me. I hope you are enjoying panning your makeup, that you're jumping into some challenges. Maybe you're doing Project Pan Roulette. I'm kind of debating about jumping into that in January, so we'll see. So that's it for now. Be on the lookout. I've got some stuff coming your way, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Catch you later.